All right, knife lovers everywhere. We've got a knife today, and you are on the Love Them Knives channel. LTK with you today. I like big knives, and I cannot lie. You know what? And this is a big knife. This is a Boker Plus, and it's VG10 blade. The designer is Sal Manaro. Okay. He also is a designer on the Browse Sinner blade. Browse blades, the Sinner model. Ooh, we got a little lock stick there. This one's a really big knife. It's 4.1 inches, over 9.5 inches overall. Titanium, VG10. And like I said, it's called, well, I didn't say this before. It's called the Stingray. It's a frame lock knife. Obviously, it's not a flipper. So, yes, there's the lock bar. And I can see that little black around here? I'll guarantee I know where that came from. Right back here. And if I had a magic marker that was thin enough, or I guess you could get a little brush with something and put it on there, but that's where the lock bar comes in contact with the back of the VG10 blade. And since we don't have an insert in here, hardened steel insert on this titanium lock bar, we're getting some lock stick like that. And the harder you flick it, the harder the lock stick's going to be. If you just open it gently, very little lock stick. But yeah, that'll go away if you just put a little magic marker or any kind of little coating on there, dries, and then it'll go. But after a while, yes, it's going to wear that coating off. You're going to have to recoat that or put some graphite on it, or there's other options. But see, if I just do it gently here, I mean, it locks up well. That's so 40-50%. So it's a good lockup. It's just got a little bit of stick on it. It's called the Stingray. Like I said, Sal Manaro is the designer. He's got a twin brother. His twin brother lives in the Philippines. His name is Sal Manila. Sal Manila. Yes. You know it's April 1st. So could I be lying to you? Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm lying to you. He's like, just kidding, boys. He doesn't have a twin brother named Sal Manila. In any case, so titanium, frame lock, thumb disc, Sal Manaro, designer. Is there a pocket clip? They almost put a pocket clip on this knife. Where's the pocket? Where did they put? What the hell? What is that? What is that? Well, that's not much. That's what that is. But, hey, just make sure that you understand that this pocket clip is not doing dual purpose as an over travel stop. Oh, hey, here's another idea. When you decide not to put a lock bar insert in here, also, yeah, just make sure you don't put an over travel stop in there either. Oh, okay, yeah, you didn't. You're right. I mean, I love the design of this knife. If they would have put a lock bar insert, over travel stop, just a few things, would have been nice. That's what I'm thinking. I believe that this is pretty good stock, though. Yeah, I mean, let me make sure I've got the actual, blade stock. So 0.193, woo. You know, it doesn't look that heavy. 4.9 millimeters, that's, am I on that? Hold on, let me get on the other side of this dog. Because that just seemed too big. Well, if I can get around this little piece of crap, there we go. Well, 4.5 millimeters, and we're down in here, so we're on a flat. So 4.7. I guess. I just thought, yeah, about 4 millimeters. Finally, got a place to rest, which 4 millimeters ought to be about, yeah, 0.160 of an inch. Thank God we finally got some place to get a measurement off of. And about a half an inch wide on that, 0.489, which is 12.4 millimeters. Long, big blade, big blade. 10.5 centimeters blade. That's a big blade. 4.4 1/8 inch. Overall, about 9 5/8, which is 24, almost 24.5 centimeters long. It's a big blade. Hold on. Let me get something I can do as a little comparison. Here's just, a 3.5 inch blade, my CH knife. So you can see the difference. Big difference. Even when you go pivot to pivot, that's a much bigger knife. So it's slender, Blade stock's about the same. Maybe it looks a little deceiving, but this is 4 millimeter, this is 4 millimeter blade stock. So about the same. Although, hold on, this has got, why am I doing this? Lock bar insert, over travel stop, all built in. Oh, and by the way, S35 VN steel. VG10, no lock bar insert, no over travel stop, but it's titanium frame lock. And these babies go for about 150 bucks. This baby goes for about 80, about half the price. We're done. I'm not going to make fun of anything, but it's amazing. Here's the Blade HQ deal. Like I said, Sal Manaro, Manaro. Did I just say Manaro? Wow. And here I'm making fun. Manila, Manaro. Okay, whatever. See, this is the 148 model. And here's your stats. So I'll go through here. Drop point, satin, plain, 5.5 inch handle, but we got like 9.5 overall, a little bit in there. 5.6 ounces. We'll see if that stacks up. Handle thickness was right. At least the stats on Blade HQ on this look like they're actually correct. It's from Boker Plus. It's Stingray, made in China. If you pause and read, heavy duty titanium, Stingray, and this is law enforcement, utilitarian. Well, law enforcement might not want lock stick, just saying. But you do have some texturing on here that's pretty aggressive. That's nice. Look at your back spacer. Pretty aggressive there as far as texturing goes too. Pocket clip, don't have to worry about that messing you up, do you? It's there. That's about it. And you got a thumb disc for easy deployment, and it does deploy easy. I mean, it's flickable. It rolls on this pivot really nice, and there's no blade play. There's no lock rock. And if you want to look at this, it's really perfectly centered. So it's nice in that regard. No getting too fancy on the pivot. Pretty standard utilitarian type pivot. You've got a blade stop up here. Stop pin, blade stop, whatever. You've got some traction up here. It's comfortable in the hand. I mean, you can see it's really made to kind of fit the hand. And it's plenty of real estate, that's for sure. I mean, there's no shortage of length here on this blade. Big, long blade. Nice satin grind. You know, nice VG10 steel blade, and hopefully it's fairly sharp. I think so. Yeah, very sharp. I think basically this knife has not been carried or used, but apparently, yeah, it's been painted to deal with the lock stick, and it's like, why? You know, but I mean, some people, they don't put a hardened insert in here because they like carbonize the end of this, so they harden the actual material here, and they don't have to. And you know, I've seen inserts stick too. So, but you know, when you open it reasonably, it really doesn't have much, and of course you can stop the lock stick altogether by coating the back of that blade. So it's not a real huge issue. As far as disengaging the lock bar, well, you've got this pass through here. So it's raised here so you can get a grip, and it's actually got a little bit of jimping there to engage your thumb. So it's really easy to disengage, not a problem at all. Feels good in the hand. It's fairly slender, but it's a long knife. Reverse grip, feels good. Little finger goes right in here. Yeah, and you've got this kind of bolster area here that's keeping your hand from slipping down on the blade. And there's a lot of grip here. There's a lot of grip. This is very grippy. Does it really weigh 5.5 ounces, 5.6 ounces? We're going to find out. Yes, it does. It weighs all of that. And that was exactly correct per the stats. 159 grams. So, there you go. Hey, nothing wrong with that knife. You know what? This box was a little weird. I picked it up and it was like, hey, LTK, there's a great knife in here. Shit, it's like, what the hell is this all about? Hold on. It doesn't open like, yeah, okay. So apparently the adhesive on the back here was also done in China. Whew, dude. I mean, just put a little bit more adhesive on there. That might help. Yeah. Hello. Yes, it's a Boker Plus. It's the Stingray. And this model is the 148. Okay, if you get the 147, and there is a 147, it's the same as this, except it's 440C steel. So watch out for that. And it is less expensive at the 440. And maybe it's worth the reduced price. I don't know. That just depends on you and how you feel about the different steels. You know, the more and more I'm kind of really reading up on different steels, and someday we're going to talk about steel, blade steel, and the different blade steels, and kind of, you know, ease of sharpening, or shock resistance, or hardness, or wear resistance, or corrosion resistance. Then maybe sometimes S90V is not going to be that important. I mean, it just depends. If you're using it a lot and you're having to sharpen a lot, or if you want to field sharpen your knife, wow, you might want something more like a VG10 or a 440C, or you may not even want a stainless. I don't know. I mean, it's there's some steel out there that's, I mean, there's a lot of arguments and stuff about different types of steel. But this one's nice. I mean, when I pulled it out of the box, I really liked the design. And maybe you do too. I really do. I like the design. It's really sleek. You know? I really do like it. I don't like the lock stick. I wish they had an insert. I don't know if that's a deal killer necessarily, as long as I can... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the VG10 steel is attractive. I do like that kind of steel. I really do. And And it's a frame lock, but it's real easy one hand. I mean, this is real easy to function with. But man, the more you slam that thing open, look at that. Ooh, baby. Yeah, if you're nice with it. But yeah, you can solve this problem. I just don't have a marker that'll go that deep in there. My felt marker is fat, and so the tip won't make it all the way there. Otherwise, I'd have painted that up, and we wouldn't be talking about so much lock stick. But I think it was important maybe that we didn't, that we did tell you about that, because if you buy one of these knives, then you may be subject to that. You may not have problems, but you know, you kind of headed down that road when you don't have an insert. So you always got to be aware of that. Open design, a little bit of a backspacer, not much. Did you notice no lanyard hole? So if you're thinking about law enforcement, maybe a little bit more of a pocket clip and maybe a lanyard hole. Just saying. That's kind of the way I would think about it. And it comes in one of these little fitted boxes and stuff with, you know, all the goodies. I don't know what other little papers are in here. Oh, well, good. You got the tool. That's nice of them to include that. And 0, but there's the tool. So that's cool. So you can service the knife. Well, that was thoughtful. You don't see that very often. All right, guys. I've taken enough of your time pondering this gigantic knife. But as far as looks, wow. It's got the looks. It's got the materials. And it got good reviews from the people who bought it. They really like it. So, and if you like the longer blades, I think you're in luck. Take care, my friends. Stay sharp.